Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are watching me from. How are you guys doing? Happy Saturday to all my fans out there. I'm going to just sit around and then entertain questions. Any questions that come along, I'll be able to answer. So today is all about engaging my fans to answer questions. I'm not going to dwell on a particular topic today. I'm here to answer questions, entertain my fans, and if possible, crack some jokes. So if you're out there, send in your question. Today we're going to be discussing, I'm going to be entertaining questions from all my fans. I'm going to be dealing with questions. Today I will not be discussing any specific topic. Today is for the fans. So if you want to um, join me live on the live video, let me know. I will send you a link to click so that you can come online on the video and chat with me. So if you want to join live video, you want to come on live video with me, okay, just indicate and then I will send you a link that you can click to join the show, okay, so we can chat, crack some jokes and answer questions. So today is for the fans. You're all welcome for today's program. So today, August the 5th. All right. August the 5th. How are you guys? How are you guys? So today is answering questions. I'm going to be answering questions from all my fans. All right. So if I see any question, I'm going to answer it. I'm not going to be discussing any specific topic today. I'm just going to relax, sit back, and answer your questions. Okay. And I hope you guys are managing your diabetics properly. I hope you guys are taking your medications as prescribed by your doctor. You are watching your diets. You are exercising, and then at the same time, you are making sure you reduce your weight. Okay. So it is very important to take care of your health and manage your diabetics properly. You manage your diabetes properly. Um, it is very, very important you manage your diabetes properly. Okay. So, any question, um, I'll be free to answer your questions. I'll be free to answer your questions. So, feel free to ask me any question and we'll go from there. I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. Mhm. Let's see what is going on there. All right. Today is for the fans. I'm here to answer your questions today. I'm not discussing any specific topic for today. All right. I will not be discussing any specific topic for today. How are you guys? How are you guys? Ask me your questions. I'm waiting for any questions, then we go from there. Okay. Um, so with diabetics, your body either doesn't make enough insulin or can't use it as well as it should be. Okay, diabetics is a chronic, long-lasting health condition that affects how your body turns food into energy. Okay, um, your body breaks down most of the food you eat into sugar, which is glucose, and releases it into your bloodstream. Okay, now the first question is, how do I know if I have type 1 or type 2 diabetes? The first question is, How do I know if I have type 1 or type 2 diabetes? It's very simple. We can do a blood test that look for antibodies. Okay? We can do a blood test that looks for antibodies. That tells us if it is type 1 or 2. In type 1 diabetes, the immune system makes antibodies that act against the cells in the pancreas that make insulin. And these antibodies can be detected in a blood test. That was the first question. The first question is, how do I know if I have type 1 or type 2 diabetes? And the answer is, we can do a blood test that looks for antibodies that tells us if it is type 1 or 2. In type 1 diabetes, the immune system makes antibodies that act against the cells in the pancreas that make insulin, and these antibodies can be detected in a blood test. So that is how you know if you have type 1 or type 2 diabetes. Okay? With diabetics, your body either doesn't make enough insulin or can't use it as well as it should. Diabetes is a chronic, long-lasting health condition that affects how your body turns food into energy. All right? Your body breaks down most of the food you eat into sugar, glucose, and releases it into your bloodstream. That is diabetics. Okay? Let's get more question. How long can you how long can you have diabetics without knowing? How long can you know diabetics without knowing? How long can you have diabetics without knowing? All right. You can have diabetics for a number of months, weeks, months, and years without even knowing. It's very simple. There are people that have diabetics for months and years without knowing until they go for a routine checkup. These signs and symptoms aren't always as obvious, however, and it's often diagnosed through a routine checkup. This is because they are often mild and develop gradually over a number of years. This means you have type 2 diabetes for many years without realizing it. So, how long can you have diabetes without knowing? You can have diabetes for a number of months, years, without knowing it, because the symptoms and the signs are always not obvious. Some of the symptoms are mild. You cannot even notice them except you are sensitive to your body, to your health, that if there's any changes, you'll be able to detect it. So most of the symptoms and signs of diabetes are silent, mild. You might have it for a number of months and years without realizing that you have type 1 or type 2 diabetes until you go for a routine blood work, and then you will be officially told that you are either diabetic or not. Okay, so that is, you can have diabetes for a number of years and months and years without knowing that you have diabetes. So you have to pay attention to the symptoms in your body, signs in your symptoms. If you notice any abnormalities or any changes to your body, then try to see a doctor to find out why the sudden change or why the sudden symptoms you are noticing. All right. So the signs and symptoms are mild, silent for a number of years. You might have diabetes without realizing that you have diabetes. Okay. The next question is, are there warning signs for type 1 diabetes? Are there warning signs for type 1 diabetes? Ask me your questions. Nobody's asking any question today. We are waiting for questions. Symptoms of type 1 diabetes. Somebody should tell me, what are the symptoms for type 1 diabetes? I need to know if you guys remember what are the symptoms of type 1 diabetics. All right. So somebody asked a question. Uh, are there warning signs for type 1 diabetics? Somebody asked a question. Are there any warning sign for type 1 diabetics? Yes, there are warning signs for type 1 diabetics. Let's Are there any warning signs? Now, the symptoms of type 1 diabetics. One, one, feeling very thirsty. One, feeling very thirsty. All right. Two, peeing more than usual, particularly at night. Okay, when you are frequenting going to the washroom every second, okay, is you're having unusual rushing to the washroom to pee is number two sign or symptoms of type 1 and type 2 diabetics. All right. Three, you are feeling very tired. Three, you are feeling very tired. Okay. And then four, you are losing weight without trying. Unnecessary weight loss. Number four is you are losing weight without trying. That is, you are losing weight unnecessarily, or weight loss that you cannot explain why you are losing weight. The popular one is number five, blur vision. Blur vision. And then number two, which is peeing, rushing to the washroom to pee. And number five, these are the most commonly visible symptoms of type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Number six is cut and graces that are not healing properly. When you are diabetics, that is why you've been advised to avoid any cuts, any wounds, because of your low immune system. Once you are diabetics, any wounds, any cuts cannot be healed properly. It takes longer time to heal. And because of the exposure of the wound, there's the tendency that you might have infection that might lead you to get amputated or lose any of your limbs. So that is why if you are diabetics, you have been advised to stay away from any cuts, bruises in your skin. Okay, so number seven is thrush that keep coming back. If you have thrush that keep coming back, okay, like I don't know if you have something like rashes in your skin, they go and come back, they go and come back, then that is number seven. Number eight is fruity smelling mouth. Fruity smelling mouth is the number eight symptoms of type 1 diabetics, is what I just mentioned now. Symptoms of type 1 diabetics. Because a question was posed, are there warning signs for type 1 diabetics? And that is what I just answered now. Are there warning signs of type 1 diabetics? And I gave you guys symptoms of type 1 diabetics. And I said number one is feeling very tired, thirsty. Okay. Number two is peeing more than usual, particularly at night. Okay. And then number three is feeling very tired. And then number four is losing weight without trying, unnecessary weight loss. And the popular one is blur vision, number five. Okay. And number six is cuts and graces that are not healing properly. And number 7 is thrush that keeps coming back. And then number 8 is fruity smelling breath. So these are the warning signs of type 1 diabetes. As I said, I'm not discussing any specific topic today. This is fan engagement zone. So if you have any question, send it. And if you want to come on to live to have a chat with me, just let me know you want to come live. And I'm going to send you a link. There's a link if you want to come live. If you want to speak to me live on video, just let me know. And I'm going to send you a link that you are going to click to join live. All right. So that is it. So keep sending the questions. Keep sending the questions. Okay. Keep sending in your questions. I need your questions. So what happens if you ignore diabetics? What happens if you ignore diabetics? It's very simple. Once you ignore diabetics, you know the consequences of what is going to happen. Okay, let's put the answer here. Left untreated, diabetes can lead to heart disease, stroke, nerve and kidney damage, vision loss, and more. Even if you have mild blood sugar elevation, you can damage your organs. Diabetes is chronic. So if left untreated, if you ignore diabetes for a longer period of time, even for a shorter period of time, then you are inviting complications. You are inviting very, very serious complications to your overall health. So if your diabetes is not treated, left untreated, diabetes can lead to heart disease, stroke, nerve and kidney damage, vision loss, and more. If you have mild blood sugar elevations, you can damage your organs. Diabetes is chronic. Okay. So what happens if you ignore diabetics? What happens if you ignore diabetics is what I just answered now. What happens if you ignore diabetics? All right. Okay. So left untreated diabetes can lead to heart disease, stroke, nerve and kidney damage, vision loss, and more. Even if you have mild blood sugar elevations, you can damage your organs. diabetes is chronic. So that has answered those particular questions. All right. We all what happens if you live with undiagnosed diabetes? Okay, is similar to the other question that I just answered. Is similar to the other question that I just answered. Okay, it's the same thing, but it's the same question, but it is asked in a different way. Okay, it is asked in a different way. What happens if you live with uh, undiagnosed diabetes? What happens? Okay. If type 2 diabetes goes untreated, the high blood sugar can affect various cells and organs in the body. Complications include kidney damage, often leading to dialysis, eye damage, okay, which could result in blindness or increased risk of heart disease or stroke. So it's the same question of what happens if you ignore diabetes, but it's the same answer, but this is asked in a different way. Okay, so so that is for that question there. That is for that question there. Okay, what happens if you live with undiagnosed diabetes? This is what happens. If type 2 diabetes goes untreated, the high blood sugar can affect various cells and organs in the body. Complications include kidney damage, often leading to dialysis, eye damage, which could result in blindness or increased risk of heart disease or stroke. Okay, let me go back to this one. What happens if you ignore diabetes, and what happens if you live with undiagnosed diabetes? So they are the same question but asked in a different form. Okay, so now left untreated, diabetes can lead to heart disease, stroke, nerve and kidney damage, vision loss, and more. Even if you have mild blood sugar elevations, you can damage your organs. Diabetes is chronic. Okay, so okay. I guess okay. So now the last question before I leave for the day. This is going to be the last question for the day. Um, what can cause diabetes? Okay. What can cause diabetes? It's very, very simple. What can cause diabetes? Your lifestyle can determine. Overweight, obesity, and physical inactivity can determine the status of your sugar level if you are going to have diabetes, or sometime sometime it depends on the family history. It could be hereditary. Maybe somebody in your family from your father's side or from your mother's side died of diabetes or have diabetes, then there's a possibility in your lineage that there's diabetes in the family. So, but what can cause diabetes? Okay, what can cause you diabetes? Overweight, overweight and obesity similarities, and physical inactivities, and then your dieting. Okay, your lifestyle can determine if you are going to be diabetics. Okay, so all right. So, what can cause diabetics? What can cause you diabetics? And I say overweight, obesity, and physical inactivities. Okay, you are more likely to develop type 2 diabetes if you are not physically active and are overweight or have obesity. Extra weight sometimes causes insulin resistance and is common in people with type 2 diabetics. The location of the body fat also make a difference. So your lifestyles will determine if you are going to be diabetics or not. So in general, your lifestyle, except it is hereditary, that is, it's in the lineage of your family history, then you stand a chance of getting diabetics, or if not you, one of your children or your great grandchildren will have diabetes. So, but inactivity, overweight, obesity, and your dieting determines if you're going to be diabetic. That is why you've been advised to eat healthy food and exercise, and then try as much as you can to reduce your weight. It is very, very important you reduce your weight. Okay, very, very important you reduce your weight. Very, very important you reduce your weight. Ask questions, ask me your questions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask a question and then I'm going to answer it. Today is for answering questions, is for the fans to ask their questions and then I'm going to answer. Okay, so what can cause you diabetes? What can cause you diabetes? All right, that is the question. And I said overweight, obesity, and physical inactivities can cause you diabetes. And I move forward to explain you are more likely to develop type 2 diabetes if you are not physically active and are overweight or have obesity. Okay, extra weight sometimes causes the insulin resistance and it's common in people with type 2 diabetes. The location of the body fat also make a difference. That is why you have to burn some calories. Okay, that is why you have to burn some calories. All right, let's do some advertisements. If you have not, if this is your first time of coming across my page, please do not forget to subscribe to my page, give me a thumbs up, and comment. I do like reading your comments. That helps me to able to produce more content and also answer your questions correctly. So please do not forget to subscribe. If this is your first time to come across my page, kindly subscribe to my page, like, comment, and at the same time share. It is very important you extend the invitation to your friends and family who are having this chronic long-term illness to learn more on how to live and manage diabetes. So once more again, if this is your first time coming across my page, Living with Diabetics or Managing Diabetics TV, do not forget to subscribe to my page, give me a thumbs up, comment, and then share. Thank you for watching. All right. So where are we now? I was discussing what can cause you diabetes. That was the last question. So I'm going to leave the floor open for one more question before I call it a day. One more question before I call it a day. Any more questions before I end for the day? I need questions. Do we have any more questions? All right, fans. In the absence of any questions, I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to see you guys some other time. I hope this short video will help you to manage your diabetics very well. Okay, it is very important you live and manage your diabetes very well so that you can live a normal life. So, with this brief video, hope you're going to learn one or two things. Please, if you have any further questions or comment, leave it on my comment sections. If you have any questions, do not forget to send me an email, a message, inbox me, and I'm going to respond back. All right. So once again, enjoy your weekend, Saturday, August the 5th. I'm going to see you sometime tomorrow or Monday. Okay. So keep sending in your comment, keep sending in your questions, and I'll be glad to read from you. Once more, thank you. If this is the first time coming across my page, do not forget to subscribe. Okay? Do not forget to subscribe and then share, comment. All right? So I'm going to see you guys some other time. Stay blessed. Bye bye.